Hey, what's going on everyone? This is iReviews back with another video, and today I will show you guys some really awesome wallpaper tricks that you can use on your iOS 26 device. Now of course, wallpapers will make a big change to your device. They will actually make your device look different and look actually really cool. You probably have seen some of the wallpapers that I have on my videos. They're actually really awesome, and I will link a video right here on the card for you guys so you can learn where to find the best wallpapers for your iOS 26 device from where I actually get them from, so you make your device look really cool. But in today's video, we're going to talk about tricks that you can use with the wallpaper on your iOS 26 device that will make your device look totally different. Now we're starting things off right here on the lock screen. You can see this really cool effect that I have on the lock screen of my device. Now if you get this wallpaper, I've linked this wallpaper on one of my previous videos. If you got it, you might not get that effect right here. That's because you have to actually use a trick, a feature of iOS 26 in order to get the exact same effect that I got here. You can see right there the clock under the water. It absolutely looks amazing. So let me show you guys how you can achieve this effect on your device. So the first thing you want to do is of course set it as a wallpaper. Now, once you're here, you can see we have the depth effect already right there at the top. Now we can make the clock bigger. Of course, it will hide there beneath that house and those trees right there. But if we just make it a bit bigger, it will lose the depth effect. As you can see right here, it just goes over all of them. Now here's what you need to do in this case. For these kind of wallpapers, you can always try the spatial scene effect on iOS 26. So it's this button right here. You can see it has a line across it. You just tap right there and it will be enabled for that wallpaper. You can see it says generating right there. Once that is actually enabled, it will allow it to have that effect. So you can see as we go right here to the water, it just goes under the water as easy as that. Now we can adjust of course the wallpaper so we can have here that effect better, so you can see right here how cool that looks. In this case, we can also change the color of the clock. If it doesn't look that good, you can always switch to the solid right here. You can see how cool that looks. Now you have that effect, which of course will make your device look totally different. And it's really cool also when in the lock screen, it just moves around and it's absolutely amazing. So if we go to the lock screen right here, you can see how cool that looks with that 3D effect right there. It is absolutely amazing. Now we cannot talk about wallpapers on iOS 26 without mentioning the really cool depth effect, which will always look amazing if you have enabled the bigger clock. Now what I suggest you do right here, if you have a wallpaper with the depth effect, if you're all the way like zoomed out on the wallpaper and you just have it like this, it won't look that good. I suggest that you make the clock the bigger that you can, and then go ahead and just adjust the wallpaper as much as you can. You can see it will allow you to adjust it quite a lot, so we can bring it up. You can see right there it will disable the depth effect, but if it is until here, you can see how cool that is. And you can also see the clock right there pretty clear. So you can see right here, we can have this adjusted and it looks much better. You can see how cool that looks. Instead of just having the wallpaper like zoom out all the way right here like this, you can just zoom it in here and move it around on the lock screen. And as you can see, the depth effect is absolutely stunning with this trick right here. So always try to zoom on the wallpapers and move them around, and always make sure that you have the bigger clock. It looks absolutely stunning. Next up, we're talking about live wallpapers. Now you can find live wallpapers pretty much anywhere if you just do a Google search or search for them on Reddit or on X or on any of the apps, the popular wallpaper apps on iOS. Most of them will also offer live wallpapers. And I know a lot of people actually have forgotten about live wallpapers. They're not the same as it used to be before you had to actually touch on the screen to make the wallpaper move. Now they move automatically when you wake the device up, and they look pretty stunning, like this one right here. you can see how cool that looks. And you don't have to do anything. You simply wake the device up and it has that smooth animation right there. It looks absolutely amazing. You can also use them with a bigger clock right there. It won't disable the live effect. So make sure you always use live wallpapers. They actually look absolutely stunning. You will have a lot of them that have these cool effects like this one right here that will make your device look totally different. Another type of wallpapers that you can use on your iOS 26 device are dual wallpapers, and these are pretty cool. Now again, you can find them on Google, you can find them on different apps, like the Wallcraft app that I use is pretty popular, a very big app, and it offers a lot of the dual wallpapers that are pretty cool. Like this one right here, and I'm about to show you guys how you can set it up on your device so that it looks really awesome. So we have this wallpaper right here. So we have a couple of them, this and this right here. So here's what you need to do. First of all, go to the first one, tap the share button and use this as a wallpaper. Now when you go here, just make sure you zoom all the way out and you're good to go. Now you tap the add button. Of course, you can adjust the clock if you want to. Tap right there, and now before setting it as a wallpaper, tap on customize home screen right there, and then tap on photo and find the second wallpaper. Once you have found the second wallpaper, you select it. Of course, you zoom all the way out here, tap the done button, tap done once again, and now you're good to go. You can see here when we go to the lock screen and come back to the home screen, how cool it will look. So right here, we're on the lock screen, we swipe up on the home screen. It is actually pretty awesome. Now, of course, the effect is quite fast, so you will notice it better when using on a daily basis. It is actually really cool. Like you can see right here from the notification center, we can go up right there. How cool does that look? And last but not least will be something that I like to call special wallpapers. These are wallpapers that are created to look really good with your device. Like this one right here that I have downloaded lately. I have a few of them, like this one here which shows the clock right there. It's pretty cool. You will have these depth effect wallpapers. This one right here, again, this one is really cool as well. So you can see this other one, we have the clock there, we can have here the toggles and the widgets. They look pretty awesome. So if we go to set this as a wallpaper, you can see how cool it will look. So you go to set it right here, you can see we can zoom in and out to adjust it so it fits perfectly with the device and with the buttons that we have right here. So you can see it's good. Now we can go ahead and of course adjust the clock that right there. We can also adjust right there, of course, the liquid glass effect on the clock. And once we set this as a wallpaper, you can see how cool it will look on the lock screen. So we have basically this wallpaper that is created specially for this device. So it has the part for the clock right there and the part right here for the toggles, and you can see how cool that looks. So that's basically it for this video, guys. These are 5 wallpaper tricks for your iOS 26 device that I think you should know and use on your devices because they will make your device look really cool. So thank you guys for watching the video. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Of course, subscribe for more, and I'll see you on the next one.